Hello, everybody. Welcome to True Crimes with Crystal podcast, and this is Crystal. I'm going to be talking to you about a case that just occurred this month, so June of 2023, and this is the case of Chad Doberman. He is age 32, and he is a husband and father of 3 young sons that you see here in the picture, and of a daughter. And they lived in Ohio together. So on June 15th of 2023, police approached the property of Chad Doberman and his wife after they received several 911 calls. The one call was from the wife saying that my babies had been shot, and as they approach the property, they begin to yell at Chad, telling him he needs to stand up with his hands up and walk towards him. And then they are seen entering his yard with their guns drawn. He is seen sitting on the porch of his home. After they tell him several times to stand up, after he does not comply, they then remove him from the steps, put him on the ground, and then they handcuffed him. His wife can also be seen in the video. She is blurred out, but she does have a gunshot wound to her hand, and she is seen yelling, "What did I do? You took my life from me," and she is sobbing. The police asked Chad what is going on, and after they read his rights to him, they put him into a police car. Chad and his wife's children, aged 3, 4, and 7, were found in the yard of their home. The police tried to save them, but they died on the scene, where toys can be seen also in the yard with them. Now, who can be responsible for this crime? Well, it is their father, Chad. He did admit to killing them, and he planned to do this for several months. He lined them up and executed them with a rifle. He told the police officers that he just snapped, and he was arraigned on 3 counts of aggravated murder. In a second 911 call made on that same day, a person was driving home, and they reported that a young girl was running down that same road with her dog, saying that her father was killing everyone. She was thankfully not harmed, and it was his stepdaughter. Chad was also charged with shooting his wife in the hand as she tried to grab the gun so he would not shoot the children. Chad also admits that one of his sons tried to escape, but he dragged him back and brought him back in the yard where he killed him. Officials said that they don't know the motive behind the shootings as of yet. And that day, the neighbors report that they heard several shots fired, which they said is usually a quiet and calm neighborhood. One of them says, "I was sitting in the garage and all of a sudden I heard a boom boom and like 5 more. And then 7 shots. I'm shaking. It was a lot. It was bad. No red flags and what was ever seen before this, and they don't understand why he would do this to his own children." A vigil was held in honor of the 3 boys on June 17th at the local elementary school where the oldest attended. Those who attended honored the victims as well as prayed for the support of the surviving victims, the boys, and the boys' mother and stepsister. And also, a memorial was also put in front of their house with crosses as well as stuffed animals, balloons, and that can be seen sitting underneath a tent. Again, it's in front of their yard. The aunt and sister to the mother of the 3 boys did comment about them that they were full of giggles. Their laughter was contagious, and they loved fiercely with their entire hearts, and they need to be seen for the blessings that they were and the happy lives they lived. Another event is planned for Sunday, June 25th, and it is meant to remember both the slain children and honor first responders. Chad's bond has been set for $20 million, and he's currently being held in jail until his hearing which will be held on June 26th. Hopefully they get some answers. Not that it's going to bring back the children, but, what would make a father want to murder his own kids? Again, this is another senseless crime, and it's very sad. And let's not forget these beautiful children who were victims of the crime. They're ages 3, 4, and 7. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to my podcast, True Crimes with Crystal. I'll update you on the case. Again, his trial is set for the end of June. And once I know more about that, and if I find out any more information about this case, I'll let you know. Again, this is a newer crime that just occurred. But thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.